Welcome to another MTGMoxBox video, your destination for Magic the Gathering box breaks and more. If you like what we do, please support us by participating in our box breaks. You can find us on our website, MTGMoxBox.com, or through our listings on eBay under seller handle MTGMoxBox. You can also find us on social media in the links in the description below, and watch us play Magic on Twitch under MTGMoxBox. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. In this Commander Pageant video series, we highlight commanders that we personally picked and talk about how we would build a deck around them.
We will talk about a theme or win strategy to build around, and we will highlight several cards from more recent sets that will support these strategies.
Then we'll go deeper into one of the chosen commanders to build out a rough deck list.
In this episode of Commander Pageant, today we will be picking out commanders from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. And this is Tony. For this one, I've picked Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos.
This is Lawrence. I picked Kotori Pilot Prodigy.
This is Joseph. I picked Tatsunari Toad Rider. And a little different from this video, we will pick out one commander that we feel like is very unique, interesting, and build out a full deck to share with everyone.
Alright, so for Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos, I picked him because he's an interesting package with two abilities. Let's see, the first is a sack outlet and a top deck manipulator, where you're paying black and sacrificing creature to scry 2. The second ability is an impulse draw plus a pseudo fling ability, where Hidetsugu deals damage equal to the mana value of a non-land card exiled with that ability to any target. And I had an old fling deck that I built a long time ago, so I wanted to try this strategy again with this new color combination. Recently released or reprinted card that can synergize well with Hidetsugu include Explosive Singularity, Scion of Draco, and Greater Gargadon. And other cards from recent sets that I'd also consider would be Soulfire Eruption, Volcanic Salvo, the Cauldron of Eternity, as well as Blasphemous Act. And what most of these cards have in common are that they have high mana values, but usually come with a way to cast a spell for less. And then another way to support Hidetsugu is to look into magnifying effects, so classic damage doublers like Furnace of Wrath and Dictate of the Twin Gods, as well as the newer damage tripler in Fiery Emancipation. You can also consider Insult in Injury, which also has that added benefit of being a split card, meaning if it is exiled with Hidetsugu, the mana value counts both halves. Since the top of your library is key to this deck strategy, we can include the usual suspects, Sensei's Divining Top, and Scroll Rack. However, for a more flavorful addition, please consider the Orcish Librarian.
I picked Kotori Pilot Prodigy. I think she makes a fun vehicle-heavy commander. No longer do you have to worry about high crew costs for some of the best vehicles in Magic. That's always one of the problems with vehicles, is that they need to have a crew, which takes away from your other creatures from the battlefield. With all the creature vehicles that you control having the crew cut down to 2, it's much more manageable. And on top of that, you can choose artifact creatures you control to gain lifelink and vigilance until end of the turn. So you don't even need to tap your vehicles to attack. We can also lean into the second ability from this commander, which is the lifelink and vigilance, to have a backup win con for this deck. So the pre-con deck comes with 15 vehicles. I'm going to skip those. So I like to talk about Consulate Dreadnought from Aether Revolt, our Radara Express from Kagdash, the Omen Keel from Kaldheim, Aether Sphere Harvester from Aether Revolt. So I really like the Consulate Dreadnought. It's a 1 mana 7/11 vehicle that can swing as early as turn 3. Then the Aradara Express has Menace, which makes it much harder to block. The Omen Keel would allow you to exile cards from your opponent's library while you played lands from their exile cards. And then the Harvester is a 3 to cast flyer, that comes with 2 energy counters, and when you use one of the energy counter, it can gain lifelink. And remember, with Kotori, you can assign any of these creatures to gain lifelink and vigilance. So you can definitely reap the benefits. Moving past the vehicle, some of the high synergy creatures I would add would be Aether Shield Artificer from Core 2019. Can put +2/+2 to your own artifact creature, and it gains indestructible until the end of the turn, so you don't have to worry about losing it to combat. Junk Diver from Commander 2014 brings back any vehicles you lost during the graveyard. Padim Console of Innovation from Kaladesh Remastered gives your artifacts hexproof, and you're likely to able to draw a card at each upkeep. And finally, we have Daring Thief from Journey into Links, which has a unique Inspire ability. Whenever it becomes untapped, for example, after accruing a vehicle, you can exchange any non-land permanent with your opponents. Imagine stealing their best card with just your tokens. So I'm going to lean more into the secondary win confidence deck. It's the lifelink part. I learned most of this from Joseph's deck. And I thought they would work so well here, including Archangel of Fun from Double Masters. She can help you spam +1/+1 counters on your creatures every time you gain life, thanks to Kotori. Sarah Ascendant from Iconic Masters came into battlefield early and killed me multiple times before. And finally, Resplendent Angel from Core 2019, which will most likely give you a free 4/4 Angel every single turn. So yeah, that's my deck.
Alright, this is Joseph. The commander I picked is Tatsunari Toad Rider. And this is the commander today that we picked that we feel like is interesting and unique for this set. And we're going to actually build out a full deck list that will be available to all you listeners on moxfield.com. It's a new platform that we're trying out, and it's actually pretty unique. We will post a link in the comment section, so feel free to check out that link and look at the full deck list. Keep in mind, this is a rough draft, so if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave a comment so we can improve this deck. So without further ado, I'll go and talk about the commander. He is a 2 and a black to cast legendary human ninja. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a creature named Kami, create Kami, a legendary 3/3 black and green frog creature token with whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. The second ability is 1 green or blue, Tatsunari, and a target frog you control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying or reach. So I figured this set coming out, I really wanted to build a ninja deck, which I don't have. The common ninja commander out there for this set is the blue and black one is Satoru Umezawa, which allows all your creature cards in your hand to have ninjutsu. I figure it might be more interesting to use Tatsunari as a commander because I like to use it to pair with actually a mutate ability, because I noticed that mutation, the mutate ability is actually limited. After a while, you run out of steam. So I thought if I can make my my creatures big enough that they don't want to block the mutate ones, or make them unblockable, I can always use the ninjutsu ability to bring these mutated creatures back as one stack, because they're actually considered one creature all back to my hand. So I started off looking at, of course, creatures that are frogs to go along with this deck, and also ninjas, and also mutate ability creatures. So some of the creatures I considered for this deck is Tokuchi Silencer. It's a 1 and a black to cast human ninja, which actually provides me target removal abilities. It says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can discard a creature card, and when I do, destroy target creature or planeswalker that player controls. So that helps me with my target removal section. I also like the Papercraft Decoy, which is actually a frog. It's a 2 to cast artifact frog. When it releases battlefield, I may pay 2 and I can draw a card. So this allows me to draw a card and also have synergy with my commander, because my commander said it has to be a frog creature that allows it to be unblocked except by flying or creatures with reach. So another aspect of this deck is I do include certain enchantments, because of course I need to cast enchantment to trigger the Kami coming out for my commander. Some of the enchantments I picked are the enchantments that takes away flying from my opponent's creatures, and also enchantments that allow my creatures to all maybe become the same creature type, maybe frogs, so I can get better synergy, or for example, a natural selection, which allows me to choose what creature type I will want to use. I also pick certain enchantment aura for specific target removal purposes. For example, Kenriff's transformation or imprisoned in the moon. So these will actually, again, fulfill my commander's requirement for Kami to come out. Some of the mutate creatures I picked, for example, Dirgebat, of course, once it mutates, it destroys target creature or planewalker and opponent controls. Again, it helps me with my target removal purposes. Another creature I picked was Polywog Symbiote. It says each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. And guess what? That creature is actually a frog, so it has good synergy with this commander already. Another creature that I would like to talk about is actually another frog, Species Gorger. It's a 3 and a green and blue cast frog beast. At the beginning of your upkeep, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So this actually works really well with Papercraft Decoy, because I can return it back to my hand and draw a card by paying 2, or return a mutated creature, the whole stack, back to my hand so I can recast them again to trigger their mutate abilities. Other parts of the deck that I like to include, of course, the usual ramp, the usual tutoring abilities. Instead of adding fancy demonic tutors or whatnot, I decided to go with Vivian Monster's Advocate and Kaido Shizuki, which is from this set. Both of them allows me to use their Planeswalker ability to tutor for creatures, so I can use them to my advantage. Other than that, I have other enchantment cards, of course, that allow me to draw cards or bring creatures back to continue my mutate triggers, or ensure that I don't run out of creatures to cast in my hand or ninjas to cast. So that is it. Again, the deck list will be available on moxfield.com. Please comment and let us know if there's anything you would like to enhance or change out from this deck. Thank you.
What did you guys think about our deck direction? Would you build them in a different way?
If you liked the video, please click like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, and tell your dog.
If you like box breaks, please check out our past box break videos or join us in our live box breaks.
And if you're curious about price trends of singles from recent sets, check out our Price Monitor series from our channel.
Alright guys, thanks for watching our Commander Pageant video. We hope you like the new format where we provide a full deck list. The link is in the description below, so check it out when you get a chance. Just to do inventory really quickly, the only new changes is that Modern Horizons 2, the collector box, is really close to being full, so we only have 3 slots left. Let's do the giveaway from the set price monitor video. Let's go to Comment Picker. I think the question was just what do you think of the set price monitor video overall, and if you have any comments about the card value going up or down. All right, Christopher Yu, I think that people are sleeping on Eater of Virtue, a colorless equipment that can slot in any deck and has a unique effect of giving keywords. Yes, please. Yeah, we think that's an interesting card too, and that it's underutilized right now as well. So congratulations. We'll be reaching out for your free pack. In the meantime, for the giveaway for the next video, the question would be which one of the 3 commanders that we picked was your favorite, and how would you go about building your deck using that commander. So leave a comment below and we'll pick a winner during our next video. Thanks for watching.